the story of a man named Brady, who was all alone. That this group must somehow form a family. That's the way we all became the Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch. That's the way we became the Brady Bunch.
Thank you again, friends, for all that warm welcome. Really do appreciate it. Well, today I have another little video for you that's going to prove that NASA has been lying about this Apollo photography for the last almost 50 years. And not only lying about it, but propagating it all around the internet, all around the World Wide Web. This is gonna have to stop, but until it does, let's just go and have a quick look at some of these anomalies here. Especially like this one over here, friends. See, this over here, that there is what you call a spotlight that's been lit on this here astronaut here, right? Because that's why you got the hot spot there. You wouldn't have no hot spot if there was no light. And if it was only the sun, then that would mean the moon would have not one, but, oh, wait for it, it would have 2 suns. 2 suns. Well, that's a new one now, isn't it there, friends, eh? Well, anyways, you gotta keep your eyes peeled for all these anomalies because, as question number 1 actually puts it there, is where's the best place to hide a body? And you know where that is, don't you, friends, eh? In the dark. Ooh, in the dark. That's something you really gotta watch for, right? And so when you brighten these photos up and you look in the dark, that's where you see all this crazy stuff going on. But if you don't believe me, don't take my word for it. Let's just have a listen to what Expattaffy has to say about this situation. So, take it away, Expattaffy!
Now, folks, for the enthusiasts, you can all take part in a little game here. Listen to the clues and then pause the video and test your perception by trying to spot the prominent whistleblower's clue here that is telling us it is fake. I will soon disclose what it is. The cryptic clues, folks, are 1. Where is the best place to hide a body? The second clue, all you have to do is keep your beady eyes on this photo and you should spot it. The third clue, if you spot it, will you be ready to accept it? So his tactic is based on deriding and insulting the opposition. Make them look stupid and he believes that will make him look intelligent. He then gives his opinion, which he claims is the only one that is valid. He tried the same in his video here with Jarrah White by accusing Jarrah of deliberate deception, something he has now withdrawn after realizing that the only one delivering deliberate deception was this Burke himself.
Now, friends, what I'd like you to take particular notice of here is that there is what you call a hot spot right there on this astronaut's leg. And not only a hot spot, but just take a look at this up in the top here. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. See that up there, eh? Now there's the edge of the stage, isn't it there, friends? Oh, it's another one of them stage lines up there. And if you ever notice that there's gotta be at least another light source because the moon does not have 2 suns. 2 suns. Well, I've heard everything now, haven't you, friends? Now, what will happen is that these pans will go telling you that there's gotta be the libido of the moon because this is all reflecting onto this here astronaut. That's a load of bollocks. Because if that was true, I'll tell you what, look at all this up here. Hey, see all that up there, friends? Hey, it's all dark. Now, if the sun was shining on the moon like it's supposed to be, then you would have no dark spots. All this here up there would all be filled in with light. That's right, friends. It would be filled in with light. Ooh, boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Ooh, that's a real sneaky one there, isn't it, friends, eh? So NASA trying to throw a hard ball at you. Don't let them. You gotta go catch that hard ball and throw it right back at NASA. Because they are the biggest liars and propagators of this crap all around the internet. Outside of that slack ass and this crazy pet Easter bunny over there. So, let's just see what Expattaffy has to say about part 2 of this. Oh, roll the film, please.
What I want to do now is show you a couple of more photos so that we can dump this in the bin for good. Take a look at this. This is NASA's photo. What I want us to all get now is an understanding on one thing, and that is shadows, all going the same direction, okay? Let's get an understanding on shadows because it is important. Here we are, another NASA's photo, all shadows going the same direction. Now this is the lem shadow. Notice that it doesn't change, it's the true indicator of the direction of light. Okay? Every other vertical object, the shadow will be the same direction and parallel to the lem shadow. Get that in your head now, the lem shadow. Now look at this one. Now, you've heard Bart Sabrell and many others stating that on the Earth all shadows run parallel. Well, the brilliant Expattaffy doesn't fully agree with that, because there are one or two exceptions. And we're not talking about uneven terrain or craters, we're talking about even terrain, flat land. Now, the brilliant Expattaffy would prefer to state that the shadows of similar stance objects will be the same and all parallel. Similar stance, vertical objects, folks. Vertical objects, get that in your head. It's important to proving that photo is fake. Now let's take a look at the next photo. Now here's NASA's photo again. The lem is vertical, the astronaut is vertical. There can be no exception. Get that in your head now. Always parallel with the lem shadow. Now look at this shadow here. It is not parallel, is it? Plain to see. Why is that? It's because it's the lander leg shadow. And the lander leg is not similar stance. It is sloping. Now, is that shadow of that astronaut parallel with this? No, it is plain to see it is not. And it never can be.
Now, friends, this is about one of the funniest things that I've ever seen. Now you want to take a look at here, the shadow down there, right? Now, this dude's shadow right here, right there, friends. Now, it's going to go up this way. Now, if you were to keep on going, it would go like this, right? It would go up, 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 up. And eventually, it should converge with the other shadows. But look at this here. Now, see the way this is going up here like this, eh? Now, take a look at where the green arrow is. Now you got the shadow here's going way up over here, and none of them will ever intersect now, will they? They certainly won't now, will they, friends, eh? Oh, not only that there, but the shadow on this here astronaut's all wrong, too. Well, it just never ends there, does it, friends, eh? Oh, my dear God. And not only that, if these dudes were inside of this here lamb, they'd be fried in there like a Thanksgiving turkey at Christmas time too, wouldn't they? Because there's no way that any of that sun, there's no way that those air conditioners will be able to pump out all that hot air in there, right? Oh, all they have to do is just let in some oxygen from the outside, but there's just one problem with that. There's no oxygen out here because they say they're on the moon. Oh my gosh, oh, it just keeps getting better and better. But if you think that's good, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, just wait till you see part 3. So let's have part 3, please.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what we've got here is my grand finale for this volume 13. Here's a photo by NASA AS 16-116-11871. Here's a photo that NASA numbskull Astrobrand would say is genuine and taken on the moon. What a numbskull. Sorry folks, you've got to forgive me for laughing because I know what's coming up next, you see. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to crop this photo, zoom it up and brighten it up for you to see some details, because what we've got here, we've got plenty of dark areas for hiding whistleblowers' clues, folks. Watch for the next photo coming up. There you are folks, there it is, brightened up, zoomed up and cropped. Now the first thing to notice is by here we've got a section of the American flag. Now what the guy has done, he's cropped out a section of the flag up on this astronaut's shoulder and he's pasted it in by there. Now, most probably the NASA nutcase Astrobrand would say, that's an official NASA badge. But is it? Let's take a look. Note here 1, 2, 3, 4 white stripes. Now, I do agree there is a NASA badge similar to that, and here it is. Here it is, folks, but what it's got is only 1, 2, 3 white stripes. It's got this blue bar across here, and it's got a figure on top. Okay? Now, with this one here, if you zoom it up further, you can see you've got the blue here for the stars. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 white stripes instead of 3. But if you look carefully by here, penciled in black, you have, similar to this, a G-clamp. I've just done this in roughly on Photoshop to show you what to look for. That's what you've got in by there, folks. This is not a normal NASA badge. Now, let's go back to this. Now, here's the best part of this, folks. Take a look by here. What by here would have been the red hose connector. The red hose connector has been erased out and it's been replaced by a handful of licorice all sorts, folks. This guy must have had a sweet tooth. Look at him. 1, 2, 3, 4 square ones. And in the background you can see red ones, circular ones, which are the blue licorice all sorts. A licorice disc with blue sugar balls all over it. 1, 2, 3. Now look by here. Look at the colours and the layers. Red top, orange, black and white. A bunch of sweets.
Well, thank you, Expattaffy, for providing us with all of that information. Real good stuff again, isn't it there, friends? Well, I just have to show you one last thing here before we get going, and I think this is a doozy, because, you see over here, friends, right inside there now, if you were to blow that up where I'm pointing my little stick there, you know what you'd find there? Hey, whoa, you would find a pile of licorice all sorts. Now, how the heck would licorice all sorts get onto an astronaut suit unless they were cut and pasted there, eh? Or they could be even composited right off the bat on the negative. Oh, this just never ends, eh? Never-ending story is what I like to call it. You know that film there used to be out sometime in the 80s? You know that one, The Never-Ending Story? Well, this is exactly what NASA is. Never-ending story. Oh boy, you can bet your bottom dollar on that too. So that's my spiel for today. You guys all take care out there. Oh, by the way there, oh, you see them that prop Robson there, dude there? Oh my dear God. See, I think he's the one that's been Working with that. Oh, just hang on a second. Your friend, he's been working with that Jim Dave character, and he's giving us all these viruses again. Oh, this is real bad. Now, why don't you guys just come on down and stop sending us viruses? Because you darn well know that we're here to stay, don't you there? There's no getting rid of us, I can tell you that right now. So, dear friends, we'll talk to you later. Mr. Strange, out.